welcome back. It's Pearle Snapp. Welcome back to the channel. Make it snappy. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. We got nothing better to do. We was trying to sit outside and peacefully sit on our front, not really a porch, it's a concrete slab. And we figured, you know, it usually takes the stalkers about a half hour to get their shit all ramped up. And so I was out there for about 15 minutes peacefully, and then all of a sudden, it all started. And I was sitting there thinking, yeah, somebody ought to be coming by to put some in the trash any minute now. Surely enough, about 5 minutes later, a guy all dressed in black and white came down the street and put something in the dumpster. And we had this exchange. It's just like, it's so, things have gotten so tense. It's like everybody knows what everybody else is doing. It's so stupid, you know. And I said, yeah, I figured it was about time for somebody to empty the trash, somebody to take the trash out. And he goes, oh yeah, Merry Christmas. And I said, oh, Merry Christmas. I hope Santa brings you everything you deserve. And then he started trying to kind of explain himself. He was like, oh, tomorrow's Christmas and I know the dumpster's gonna fill up, so I thought I'd take my trash out now. And I was like, yeah, right. But what that is, it's a signal for somebody to come around the corner and try to shoot me or whatever. Meanwhile, 2 times the same car went around the block that looks like my abuser's car, my ex that I had to run from in 2020, drives a white SUV, and that same car went around the block twice. So I came inside. I can't have any peace here. It's ridiculous. These people have become so transparent. So anyway, we're gonna do a woo read today. We're gonna do a woo read, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the Mystic Martian Oracle cards, and we are going to do random reads from these 3 books. The Flying Saucers Are Real. Okay. Star Maker, because I've been having fun with those. I also have here the Egyptian God Oracle cards, and one tarot deck. It's called the Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. Okay, I love these cards. They're kind of modern. What's out here? Okay, we already have the 5 of Cups on the bottom. So, yeah, this gang stalking thing is getting so threadbare. These people are so desperate to do me in. They don't care if I know what's going on. They do it. They're going to do it anyway. And I'm convinced this trash emptying in front of me is part of spell work they're doing, because these gangs do use black magic in combination with all the other stuff they're doing. So I think it's part of some kind of like take out the trash spells they do, because I'm like the trash to them and they want me to be dumped and taken away. Okay. All right. What should we do first? I thought we'd pull something to get a feel for what this reading is about. So let's pull one of these Egyptian oracle cards. Okay, we'll pull one of these. Let's see which Egyptian god comes out to give us a clue about what the messages are going to be about today. Oops. Get some evil eye on this, and there's a pyramid, because we're talking Egypt, so, okay. Oh, wow, this is kind of our patron goddess around here. in this part of the woods, we are honored to be joined here by Tauret. Okay, this says Genesis, but Tauret was the protector of the hearth and home, protector of children, kind of like a mama bear energy, but she also is the goddess who takes the souls across the river, okay, to their judgment or whatever, okay. And it's that time between death and rebirth. You're going to have some kind of fate, and she's taking you there, all right? She brought you into this world, and she can take you out. All right. Look who came. Wow. All right. Wow, I'm blown away by that. Okay. Because we talk about Tarot a lot on this channel, and if you look at my channel community page, I talk about her there too. And you're not supposed to say her name out loud really without expressing some kind of respect. So thank you very much for coming to bring us your wisdom and insights. All right, we might need this to point to stuff. Okay, that's so cool. Okay, so what messages do you have for us? This is a woo reading. It's somewhat about these drones. It's more about these drones. What are they? Who are they? What's going on with those? And it was this urge to do this reading was somewhat sparked by a live that I saw a couple days ago on the Farsight YouTube channel. Okay, Courtney Brown did a live. Hi, Courtney and gang there. You were talking about how this is the beginning of visitation of friendly ETs who are here to help us because bad stuff's going on with bad ETs on this planet. And their messages, Courtney's message in this recent live really resonated with me because that's what I thought. And if you watch I did do I've been doing this series called Pearle Snapp Stocking Stuffers, and I did one about a week ago or so called Gray Xmas, okay? And it was about grays and the drones and bad ETs and stuff. And I said that I thought these were perhaps helpers coming in these drones, that they're perhaps surveilling these areas where the bad ETs are operating the worst, doing the worst stuff. Maybe they're gathering intel about them, getting ready to clear some things out. I don't know, but that's what I said in that video. So you might want to watch that if you missed it, or you're invited to watch all the Pearle Snapp Stocking Stuffer readings. I didn't intend this to be a stocking stuffer read though, even though the Christmas stuff is up here. I was thinking I would try to do one or two more specific stocking stuffer reads today and tomorrow. So I don't have nothing to do. I'm isolated here by bad ETs. They have got me completely isolated. I don't have any contact with anybody anymore. They've got me buried alive in here. I can't get mail. Nobody can get through to me and stuff. And I think these people have been saying I'm dead or something. So, collective, I ain't got nothing better to do but entertain you for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Here. Okay, we got a card that came out. What is it? Agartans. Manifesting. Multi-dimensional perception, attunement. I got a Christmas manicure. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, multi-dimensional perception and attunement. So somebody in the collective is multi-dimensional in their perception abilities. So I guess that means you can see through the veil from the 3D to higher dimensions. into fourth dimensional perception, fifth dimensional, maybe higher attunement. You can attune to those higher vibrations. And this is partially what Courtney was talking about in his live. He was talking about listening, maybe communicating with these good ETs that are here by listening quietly, trying to get whatever messages they're giving out to the collective from up there, or send them messages. Okay. I look at these things. These look like orbs. These little round things kind of look like orbs. Maybe they're Christmas ornaments. Okay, I said this wasn't a stocking stuffer reading, but maybe it is. They have a basket of fruit here, fruits. Maybe these are offerings. Yeah, isn't it traditional to bring fresh fruits to a Christmas feast? What else? It looks like they are not only multi-dimensional, they are multiracial. This person looks like a black person. This looks like it might be an Asian person here. What else do I see here? It looks like they're on some kind of a planet that has crystals and stuff in the landscape. And flying pterodactyls. Okay. So the Agarthans are the people that are perhaps in these drones. Let's see what it says about them in the book here, Agarthans. Look, this is number 1. Card number 1, too. Agarthans' ancestors were initially Atlantean and Lemurian refugee survivors from the Atlantis destruction. Oh, okay. So they're familiar with destruction that has happened here before. Agarthan are now a highly advanced, multi-dimensional and sophisticated civilization that resides inside the pristine core of Hollow Earth. Wow, okay, so they live here in the inner Earth. Okay, so they're, okay. Telos is one of the divine citadels of the Agarthan. I was looking for a map of inner Earth showing Telos, but this happened. This got really deep. Okay, so Aristotle talked about Telos. The word Telos means something like purpose or goal or final end. According to Aristotle, everything has a purpose or final end. If we want to understand what something is, it must be understood in terms of that end, which we can discover through careful study. So, end. And remember, we had that reading from this book, Star, and we talked about the ultimate cosmos, or a big cycle, that we might be talking about end times, and this mass ascension that we're going through has a lot of end times flavor to it. Okay, wow. Okay. Located beneath Mount Shasta. You live a fruitful, the fruits. Fruitful, serene, and abundant lifestyle, far superior to surface dwellers. They typically stand anywhere up to 12 feet in height. Oh, they're gigantic. Inner Earth's flora, fauna, and vegetation is of the finest and purest nutritional quality found anywhere. They live up to 800 years or more, and typically the very oldest do not appear older than 40 years of age in the flesh. The citadels are crystalline and magical to the eye while being totally free from any toxins whatsoever. Agarthans mostly avoid traveling to surface Earth due to the energetic harshness and toxins, though they do visit when need be. Okay, so they came out from their idyllic, unpolluted world down there to help us, I guess. Agarthans are looking forward to the human collective ascension of consciousness, which cosmically also affects all ETs according to their developmental level. They will then be participating in the cleaning up and healing of human surface dwellers. Well, what did I just say? And that's kind of like what Courtney's message was too. Okay. In alliance with other benevolent ETs, the Agarthans are gatekeepers of the halls of Amenti, the ancient self-regulating cosmic portals or stargates that cannot be entered until initiates of all species have ascended consciousness, or Christos, in their energy field. So we've been talking on this channel about the Christ consciousness in the collective. And that is being what the second coming is, okay? Okay, let's read this again. In alliance with other benevolent ETs, the Agarthans are gatekeepers of the halls of Amenti, the ancient self-regulating cosmic portals, stargates, that cannot be entered until initiates of all species have ascended consciousness in their energy field. So we all have to ascend to activate this thing. And here we have a rocket ship going up, ascending. Okay, this is cool. So these people are trying to help with ascension. And at this time, we're trying to go into a mass ascension. And what do we have? We have these terrible negative ETs trying to interfere and trying to prevent people from ascending. They're trying, okay. Okay, but this is hopeful. Okay, the flying saucers are real. Let's get a random from here. True story behind the strangest phenomena in history. This is an old book, and I got it at a thrift store. And after I bought it, I found this old clipping inside. Okay, this is from 1950. This old clipping, look, from the Denver Post from April 29th, 1955, page 11. Da-da-da. Okay. U.S. launches moon, magazine indicates. I guess this is the message. Okay, this is the message I'm going to take out of here. A magazine Friday suggested the United States has launched an artificial satellite, which is now hurtling through space at the rate of 16,000 miles an hour. The magazine stated the man-made satellite may be an experimental space platform circling the Earth on its own momentum, some 800 miles out in space. Popular Science in its May issue declared, reports have reached us persistently from independent sources that the event took place months ago, possibly at the Banana River Rocket Range in Florida. The magazine offered these points in making its case. 1. The late Defense Secretary James Forrestal announced the United States was conducting satellite rocket tests in 1948. That's around the time that those things crashed around here near Roswell, where I am. I'm not in Roswell, but I'm near there. Number 2, a rocket on the loose today would be the final stage of a multiple-step rocket fired experimentally. The implication is that this was an experiment that worked too well. Number 3, experts say a manned satellite could be launched into space within 10 years, a rocket to the moon in a not much longer time. Well, when was the moon landing? I'm not sure. It might have been like 1969 or something. So before they went to the moon, they were launching other things, I guess. An experimental space platform circling the Earth on its own momentum. Okay. All right. Okay. Random out of here. Olaf Stapleton, Star Maker. This caught my eye. Let's go here. Timescale 3. This is interesting. Look at this. Take a screenshot. This is like a map of creation here. The circle represents the time proper to the Star Maker as creative. Its uppermost point is the beginning. This is like the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, kind of. Its uppermost point is the beginning and the end of the Star Maker's time. That's like the Ouroboros. Okay, the snake eating its tail. The end and the beginning. The passage of time is clockwise. Each broken spoke of the wheel represent a cosmical time. That would be these, I guess. And this is the viewpoint of eternity, where this cycle unfolds around it. But when you're not in it, you're watching it from the viewpoint of detachment, I guess. And I'm thinking these scales do not affect eternity. Here's the nth cosmos, our own. So there was some stuff that happened in between the first cosmos when this all got started. There was immature creating up until now, the nth cosmos, or our own. And then early and late creating, okay, and then mature creating and ultimate cosmos. So we're just coming into, it looks like, early to late creating cycles. And I would think this would be where civilizations probably become spacefaring in the mature cosmos. And then the ultimate cosmos is towards the end of this big grand cycle, I guess. Oh boy, what does this say down here? Okay, the cosmical times are, of course, incommensurable. Incommensurable, I'm not sure what that means. But the progress in the Star Maker's creative activity is represented by making the cosmical lines increasingly long as the creation becomes more mature. See how these lines get longer? The increase of length represents the increasing complexity and subtlety of successive creations. So creations are, I guess, these worlds that are built up within this whatever this thing is, materium, this theater where things get created. It might be civilizations that rise and fall. The increase of length represents the increasing complexity and subtlety of successive creations. The viewpoint of eternity, this right here, represents the Star Maker's timeless apprehension of all existence in his capacity of eternal and absolute spirit. The goal of the creative spirit is the complete fulfillment of its capacity and the attainment of the eternal view through the climax of the ultimate cosmos. Earlier creations approach but do not reach this climax. Each cosmical history is represented as lying in a dimension at right angles to the Star Maker's own time. He can, of course, live through a cosmical history, but he can also apprehend it all at once. Those are different points of view that you can have probably in your mind or body and spirit, of different dimensional views of things, I guess. You can be in it, of it, over it, around it. I don't know, something like that. Some of the cosmical histories might have been represented by circles, since the times of some are cyclic. Others might have been areas, since they have more than one temporal dimension. I have only represented a few of the infinite number of creations. I don't see how you can even begin to express all this complexity in just a little simplistic diagram like this. This looks like something that Spliff High would draw. Okay, I hope you have a sense of humor, Spliff. Sometimes I don't think so when I see you acting up at poor Carrie Cassidy. Okay, shame on you. All right, time scales. Oh, okay, so this is more detail added in about this. This is a really generalized viewpoint, and this is more detail about these time scales. Okay, first stars formed. That's probably all this stuff right here. First stars formed, first cosmos, first planets formed, Homo sapiens, first interstellar travel. Happened at, it looks like 10 billion years ago. First interstellar travel happened. I'm not sure where that is on here, but, and then not long after that, War of the Worlds. Wow. I really never looked at the back of this, but this is a really interesting book. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. So it's deep. It's deep. We can't go all the way into that right now. Okay. What have we learned so far? Class, I don't know. My mind is blown. I don't know. This might be too much for Christmas Eve, especially if you've been drinking. We don't drink around here. We don't have any alcohol in the house, and we don't have any kind of drugs or anything here. The only thing we have, the strongest drug we have in here is like naproxen, a painkiller, in case our knees are killing us, which they're not. We don't touch drugs much around here. We don't take any prescription drugs. No, we don't. So we don't drink wine. We don't do nothing like that around here. We try to stay in sobriety and keep our head on straight around here. Up around in these parts, we keep our head on straight, okay? What do you think about that, Miss Tourette? Let's get a card to see what Tourette thinks about keeping your head on straight. It saves you from being in distress like that. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is angst, anxiety, nervous breakdown and stuff. Not drinking and not using drugs, saves you from being in this kind of consciousness. Doesn't that make all kinds of sense? All right, what else? Let's see what else comes out here in this reading about creation, the cycles of creation. And, okay, so my deck's upside down here, but we are cutting on the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, so someone really is feeling the pain out there today. I'm sorry. Maybe it's somebody who's alone on the holidays, because that's what this looks like, this Two of Cups. This looks like somebody's thinking about somebody who isn't there. They're wishing they could be with them, because this person's sort of invisible. One of these people is kind of invisible. See that? This person's, I guess, living in a fantasy world, maybe because they're drinking. See that? Okay, so this is why you shouldn't drink on the holidays, especially if you're alone. Okay. I'm getting somebody's alone on the holidays and they're drinking and they're feeling the pain and they're wishing they were with this person, maybe somebody they used to be with. Oh boy, that's kind of sad. What else? These are the kind of things we have to work our way through in order to ascend. We have to be able to be okay on our own, and we have to be okay without trying to siphon off other people's energy. I'm getting that person's an energy vampire who was looking to siphon off somebody else's energy. What's this? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, but it came out in reverse. So Four of Pentacles is someone that can't let go. So what was I just saying? You have to be able to let go and be okay on your own in order to ascend. And these are friendly ETs are here to help us get through this ascension, okay? And it might be that they're going to have to help us clear out some of this energy that's so vampirical and so stubbornly clinging on to the collective and not allowing us to ascend. Okay, what was I just saying at the beginning of this? These people will not leave me alone. I'm being stalked and harassed to the point of I can't stand it anymore. I can't even sit in my chair on the porch without having them come around trying to harvest energy on me over and over and over, and they don't even care if I know anymore. We're having practically transparent conversations at the dumpster where they come to do their spell work on me. You know, it's ridiculous. Okay. It's Christmas Eve, for God's sake. They won't even leave me alone on Christmas Eve. Okay, what else? What else, Spirit? Thank you for the messages. Thank you. This is also Teret, the goddess of the underworld. And these people are from inner earth. That would be the underworld, kind of, in some respects, wouldn't it? This came out in reverse. So did this. Okay. This reading brought to you by the Agarthans and Teret, and me, and Pearle Snapp Tarot. Like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't hit the like button yet, please do so. Here we have the Page of Cups. So, this is someone who, maybe this person who's alone and drinking on Christmas Eve is somewhat emotionally immature. They definitely love someone. They're in love with someone who isn't there anymore, right? Someone has turned away from this person, but they would like to tell them that they love them, but they don't know how because this person is emotionally immature, okay? And it may be because they suffered emotional injuries, you know. They might have suffered abuse. They might have inflicted abuse on this person who isn't there for them anymore. Okay, what else? This is kind of sad on Christmas Eve. Okay, what else? Yeah, the Seven of Wands. They caused someone to become very defensive. Someone got defensive with this Page of Cups, this immature, probably alcoholic person, and they decided to take up a position to defend themselves from where they could, you know, poke a sharp stick in their eye if they got any closer. Okay. Yeah, oh boy. Okay, so this person that went away felt somewhat hostile towards this other person. Okay, this person, I'm thinking this is you, collective. You're a Queen of Cups who's, your cup runneth over. You might have been too kind to this person. They became addicted to your energy. And they ended up, you ended up needing to run from them to defend yourself against this energy vampire. You're a Queen of Cups. This is for you. This is whoever's feeling like this is someone in the collective who's kind. They're sweet, they're kind-hearted, and they probably shared too much of their energy with this other person who then got in their Emperor energy and wanted to control them. All right. Because this can be a narcissistic energy, especially when it's in reverse, but it's not. So this could also be another individual who perhaps wants to come in and help this Queen of Cups or be with them, maybe even. Maybe this is who this Queen of Cups left this immature individual to go be with. Okay. Is this a love reading? I don't know. Strength. And look at the stars on this card. You know, we just did readings from the flying saucers are real and stuff. So this is, and that thing about the moon, the U.S. launches moon. Something about the moon. Is this Emperor from the moon? I just got USSF. Strength. They're a strong force. The United States Space Force. Is that what they're called? That's what I'm getting. They've grown since they were launched in 1950. Oh, they've gotten a lot stronger. They launched then. Since then, they become a branch of the armed forces. That's who this emperor is. This is someone from there who is watching what's going on. Oh, with these people down here on the surface who are these bad ETs who are driving out all the good people crazy that are trying to ascend. Okay? All right, so these people are here to help those people. And they must be working with these Agarthans that are from inner Earth. And possibly they send out tech from there. They launch it from inner Earth. This might be where they're launching these orbs or drones from. Remember, these people had a connection to Lemuria and Atlantis, and those civilizations came before Egypt. But there might be some continuity between the Egyptians going to these Agarthans. They might have some Egyptian blood. Look at, there's a black person, so that's said to be Egyptian bloodlines. Some of our black people are from Egyptian bloodlines. Okay. All right, what else? Oh, this reading marches on. What else? We might need to take a few more Mystic Martian cards too. Okay. Whoa. All right, death. So we're trying to end these cycles that keep us from ascending. We're trying very much to end those. And so these helpers they're going to try to help us because we can't bring balance until this happens. Two of Pentacles in reverse. We cannot bring the balance until, what did I say when I read this? Until we can't go through this portal or this Stargate until everybody has been initiated into this consciousness of understanding that we have to all be ascended before the whole planet can ascend. I think we're getting close. If this kind of stuff is going on with the Space Force, working with Agarthans and using drones and orbs and everything, we're getting close to accomplishing this thing. Something's going on, okay? Something's going on. I think we're trying to avoid a war of the worlds here. I think that might be what the good ETs are doing. They're trying to help us avert further warfare. That's just my feeling. And that's what Courtney Brown said in his live. I'll drop a link to that in the description box. All right, here we have awakening. All right. Okay. So they're trying to help us all ascend. They're trying to help the sleepers on the surface wake up. Courtney Brown talked about that in his life. They're trying to help us wake up. Oh, yeah, take a couple more just right off the top. Okay, we have King of Swords in reverse. Is my deck upside down? Yeah, my deck was upside down. So I'm going to take out that. I'm going to turn this around because I like things to come off right side up for the best possible interpretations, the most positive, you know. Here we have the King of Swords upright. And look at that book he has. Look, what does that say right there? Truth, truth, truth. We can't get to ascension until we know the truth about stuff, and that's what's going on. We need the truth about everything. We have a new administration, and the Space Force is behind them, and they're trying to bring truth. Our new president wants to bring truth. He's telling us that he's going to bring a lot of truth. The standing president right now that's still in office is not bringing truth. Okay? So I'm to take this as the new administration coming in. all right? They're firmly in the service of law and order. They want to follow the laws. That's what this sword is all about here, okay? It's about following the law and the truth and not only the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law. This is probably a legal, documents, the Constitution and so forth. That's important. It's important to follow the laws of the land in order to have a just society. And what did the standing president just do? He commuted the sentences of murderers. He pardoned them, saying that they don't believe in the death penalty. Well, what about those people that got murdered? What about them? I'm sorry, but I didn't want to get political in this video, but I'm just blown away by what they are doing right now. It's shame on them. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna turn into a Grinch here. Okay, what else? I don't want to make this too long. Let's wrap this up soon. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. So yeah, I'm gonna read this as we are going to get these rogue ETs wrapped up, okay, and put them away. No more of this commuting sentences. Instead, people are going to get put away. When the new guy comes in, this is what's going to start happening. Yes, it is, because we're trying to end this BS, and we have strength now in our solidarity behind this new leader. This new leader that we have brought in, and a majority of people said they want this new kind of leadership. Okay, what else? All right, Page of Pentacles. This is a beginning. It's a start of, it's hopeful. This is an offering. This is the collective waking up and being in this hopeful energy of wanting to ascend, wanting to grow, and wanting things to become prosperous. And what else do I see? You're very sincere because you have bare feet. This is people who are grounded to the earth. And back here, there's a deer in the forest. That is a Buddhist symbology for the innocent, okay? So this Page of Pentacles this is the gift, all right? This is not about money. It's about the gift of ascended consciousness and where we can go if we wake up together and support this new leadership, and we can all go through this portal, okay? But it requires to defeat these terrible, and this is a victory card. Look what came out. 6 of Wands, a victory card. This indicates we are going to be successful. The collective is determined, okay? The collective is determined to get victory, and we have help now arrived here to help us, all right? And we have the 9 of Cups. That is wishes come true. Many people now you have made a wish, collective. You threw your penny in the wishing well. You threw your penny into the wishing well. And what does the penny say on it? It says, E pluribus unum. We get this job done together, remember? We can't ascend we can't go through this portal until everyone gets this ascension consciousness. All right, that is beautiful. Okay, so this, I'm doing this as a macro level read, even though it was woo. Okay, this might be dangerous, but let's go for one more of these. I don't want to extend this too much farther because where are we? We're already at 40 minutes, so okay, plus my intro. So I don't want to make this too much longer. This one kind of popped. Andromedans, autonomy. free will and manifestation. Well, that's great as a conclusion here. So, we want to be free people. We want to manifest this freedom as a group, as a collective. We want to go through this portal. All right. Okay, well, Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year. Let's make the new year a happy one where we successfully transcend all these challenges and go through the portal together. Thank you for coming back to Pearle Snapp Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe.